I am so honored and grateful that you made the journey down here. We have folks from all corners of the 14th and seeing so many familiar faces in the audience. I want to thank you for taking the time and bearing the slippery roads to make it down to Naperville this morning. I am awed and so honored, really, to be able to stand before you today as your Congresswoman, proudly representing the Illinois 14th District. Thank you. As a nurse, as a public servant, and a member of Congress, thanks to so many of you gathered here today. We have so many folks here that I would love to acknowledge, and I would hope to be able to call you out one by one, but we can't, so I have to start by thanking Dr. McBride and for opening up our beautiful alma mater, Neuqua Valley. Thank you, sir, for welcoming us here today. Thank you to the Neuqua Valley staff and students. They're so talented. They're so talented. Thank you so much for taking time out of your Saturday, precious Saturday, to be here. To Dr. Sullivan and the District 204 board, thank you for welcoming us and allowing us to have this celebration here today. Mayor Chirko, it's good to see you again, sir. And Judy, it's good to see you too. And any other elected officials who may be gathered, good morning, thank you, and it's going to be an honor to work with you. It's fitting that we are gathered here at Neuqua Valley High School. This place nurtured my development, it shaped my passion for service, and prepared me for the journey and for the chapters that lied ahead. I can remember standing in this very room for various musical performances, different ceremonies and achievement recognitions, and really being a young adult, teenager, with so many hopes and dreams and had no idea if they could even come true. But I knew that we had to serve and had to give back. I've been a Girl Scout my whole life. You heard Dr. McBride mention that. And as Girl Scouts, we make this pledge to help people at all times. And at 5 years old, and at 7 years old, and at 13 years old, and even at 18, I didn't know what that meant. But life sends you tests sometimes. And oftentimes that test is, do you engage or not? Do you act and do you heed the call of what's right, or do you retreat? If it's inconvenient, if the outcome is uncertain, do you act? And it was the lessons that I learned in this place in Naperville, here in the 14th District, that really gave me the courage to act and to do the right thing. And for me, that call came when it was about healthcare. Do we, as the American people, have the right to healthcare coverage? And in the face of a threat, did I have the courage to act? And the answer was yes, thanks to the help of so many of you. So I've only been a member of Congress for a week. And on Thursday, January 3rd, we were sworn in Washington. But really, I consider today to be part of the beginning. Today is a new day here in the 14th District, a new day for our community. And when I took the oath of office, I took my first steps towards embarking on a journey with each and every one of you. I committed to moving forward together and to fight in the halls of Congress for all of our families here in the Illinois 14th. And so today I stand before you as your Congresswoman, your ally, and more importantly, your advocate, as your neighbor, as your friend, and as your daughter. It's your faces that I see when I come into my office in Washington, D.C., when I come into our office here in the district. And if you want to visit us in Washington, please do. We're at 1118 Longwood. We have some cards in the back so that you have all our information. But it's really your voice that I bring with me as I vote on the floor of the House of Representatives. Just a few weeks ago, before swearing in, I met a mother in Oswego who was struggling to pay for health care and working hard to provide for her family. She shared that she and her son both had a pre-existing condition, and she didn't qualify for additional assistance to pay for her health care coverage. And in these winter months, on a cold day like today, her son would often complain about the chill in the house. But sadly, as she told me, she had to make a choice between heat and health care. Now, no family should have to grapple with such a decision over essential necessities that they may have to forfeit. In Northern Illinois, you can't go without heat. It's too cold, it's unsafe. And with a pre-existing condition, you can't go without health care. And so I am in Congress to make sure that no family has to make those decisions moving forward. Supporting policies to establish laws that uphold and preserve your security, to improve education, and protect and expand access to health care, to improve quality of life for families that, like all of ours, and families like that hardworking mother. We have seen what happens when elected officials choose partisan politics over the people that they serve. And at the core, it's a dysfunction. The system of our government is fundamentally broken. And that dysfunction is ultimately what compelled me to run and answer the call to serve. Last November, you sent a message that you too are ready for a new day. And so each morning, I wake up eager. I get to do this for work every day. I wake up eager to advocate on your behalf. To prove worthy of your commitment towards embarking on this new journey for a brighter future for everyone in all 7 counties of our district. On January 3rd, we made history, and that same day, I got to work right away for the people of the 14th district, voting late into the night. That night, while still welcoming so many of you into my new office in Washington, I had my first legislative victory on day 1. When the opening rules package of the 116th Congress, it's House Resolution 6, for those of you who want to look it up online, it passed, including 2 anti-harassment provisions that I authored to combat sexual harassment and misconduct and enforce accountability. The American people voted for when they elected the most diverse Congress in history, with more women serving than ever before. Now, I'm just getting started, but I'm committed to making sure that the business of our nation is conducted with the highest standards of ethics and decency. Partial day, because the business didn't get started until noon. So on our first full day in office, I was proud to support H.R. 1, the For the People Act, a sweeping package of pro-democracy and anti-corruption reforms that will put the power back in the hands of the American people by making it, by ending the dominance of money in politics, by making it easier, not harder to vote, and ensuring that politicians actually serve the public interest. And of course, I'm fighting every day to reopen the government and end this senseless shutdown. It is unacceptable that our federal employees, including law enforcement, public safety personnel, air traffic controllers, and environmental protection employees who live right here in the 14th district are being harmed, as are the American public that they serve. It is truly unacceptable. And so, ready for the day and we go to work. Our leaders in Washington must follow the lead that you set and work as hard as our families and our community does every day. And part of that work is making sure that we have a fully functional and operational federal government. And so I say it's a new day in the Illinois 14th. And each and every day, my staff and I are working for and working with each of you. I didn't get here by myself. We did this together. And the work that must be done will only be achieved if we work together. So we cannot sit back. Please don't. We need your help. There's too much to accomplish. In the district, my staff is dedicated to partnering with you as a liaison to federal, state, or local agencies. And so I'd like to introduce our district director. Her name is Maria Peterson. Is Maria in the room? She was, oh yeah, there's Maria. My team will support me by drafting policies that really affirm what you are sharing with us in the district. I'm so delighted that Andrea Harris, a healthcare policy veteran, has joined me as my chief of staff. Now, she's not here today, but you'll have a chance to meet her soon. And as my hero, Congresswoman Shirley Chisholm, declared when she ran for president, I will remain bold, unbought, and unbossed. Available in service to our district. We know that our nation and our union becomes more perfect when we work together for the greater good. And a new day for all of us means doing just that. From identifying opportunities to reach across the aisle and finding common ground on issues like universal background checks for firearms. Strengthens middle-class families and protecting healthcare coverage for pre-existing conditions that reflect our shared principles. To being a representative that is accessible and responsive to instilled in me each day, and I'm honored to represent you in Washington. With so much negativity and divisiveness in our politics, I remain as hopeful as ever that we can tackle these challenges together. You voted for change, and change has come to the Fox Valley. Woo! Thank you so much for joining me here this morning as we commemorate a new day for the American people. I am eager to get to work for each of you, and I'm grateful and honored by this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you.